What's your most expensive brand deal? Why?
Should we just... Okay, I can...
Ability to be able to speak really eloquently online and ew. Do you look back at your old videos and are you cringing?
It's so cringy.
The pause?
The millennial pause? Oh my God. It was...
I said, mother.
There's a lot of money.
People.
Yeah.
Call the people.
Post the content.
What?
Yeah.
Guys, we have the famous Prem Tripathi here in office with us. So I never knew you when I first saw you.
Yeah.
But I saw you online. That's actually how.
Did you see me first before?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So my friend asks me and she goes, Dawn, do you know any surgeon out in the Bay Area who does this? And I said, I don't know this guy, but I follow him. I like his content. But you should go check him out, see him for a consult. And that's how we met you guys. And my friend ended up getting surgery with him. And then here we are today. But I've always admired your social platform and your ability to be able to speak really eloquently online and ew. Right? And work with brands that you really believe in. Exactly. And then convert that into, seeing patients in office and actually doing their treatment. So everyone's online and everyone achieves to have a really strong social media presence. How did you do it? Tell us the tea.
Well, okay. So I think the first thing, I will say that starting TikTok early was like one thing that's very easy, right? Because TikTok was just like, everybody was on it when I started like in 2021.
Yeah.
But I will say the biggest thing is like building a personal brand, right? I started because I saw so much misinformation. Just like, gua sha your face, put your face in ice, put beef. It's just they drove me crazy, right? And I thought, okay, there's never ever going to be a person that will ask me about this in real life. And then patients were asking me like, should I like start like massaging I'm like, no, what? How is that a thing? So being chronically online myself, I thought like as a doctor, we have like nurse, like in healthcare, we have an obligation, right, to dispel misinformation. So I thought, let's just build a personal brand around debunking misinformation. And then the rest is history. I started talking more about, what patients were interested in, the trends, what things I think are worth it, what things are not. And I'm, as you know me now for a while, I'm very transparent. If I think something works, I'll talk about it. If it doesn't, I will be very loud about that too. And I think people will resonate with whoever they resonate with, right?
Yeah.
You might gravitate towards that surgeon that's a bit quieter, that just posts before and afters, and that's great. But I do think like when I wanted to post content, I wanted people to know who I was before they came in the door.
Oh, period.
Right? Like,
personal brand is strong.
Exactly. Know what my philosophy is. Know I'm going to say no if I don't think it's going to work. We're going to be comprehensive. This is a journey.
Yeah.
But you'll get to know me first. There's like tons of videos. And then if you like what you see and you think that we'll vibe, then come in and we'll talk.
Yeah.
And it has been great, right?
Yeah. Do you look back at your old videos and are you cringing?
It's so cringy.
Yeah.
Because I was so stiff.
Yeah.
And I looked like a kid.
The pause.
The millennial pause. Oh my God. It was but you know what? The thing is, it's reps, right? Yeah. It only goes up after that.
Yeah, it only gets better.
And those TikTok videos still rotate through. People are still commenting on things from 2022.
It's crazy.
But they're cringy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, okay, why don't we do the same? So, for you, we got to talk about
please.
you. So, here's the thing. There are probably twice as many injectors as there are plastic surgeons on social media. And some of them are dancing. Some of them are posting before and after. Right. Some of them are doing education. There's no good or bad. But you have somehow built a brand around not only just a facial balancing, but getting a clientele that are excited about injectables, right? I think 5 years ago when I was sort of learning more about injectables, people were terrified.
Yeah.
They didn't want to look overdone. They were scared about the pain. They thought it was going to make them look strange. But I've seen the people that walk in the door for you. They're pumped. They're driving from all over the place. How have you excited that crowd?
Yeah. I mean, you kind of said it.
Yeah.
Personal brand is everything. Personal brand is everything. Everyone is delivering the same type of content.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
But how you are able to deliver that is completely different. I really was speaking to myself in the very beginning. I was like, what kind of content do I want to hear?
Yeah.
What kind of energy do I want to feel from that screen? And that's what I really wanted to emulate. I said, if I was as crazy to hop on a flight, 30 minutes, do my little Botox, then get back on the flight and come back, someone else is just as crazy as me, right? And so I said, let me talk to that audience, right? Because that's who I can resonate with the most.
Totally, yeah.
And yeah, I think it's just staying super authentic to yourself, because that will never fade, right? And also creating this experience that has value behind it, right? I think that they definitely come in because I have little snippets of what that consultation, what those before and afters look like. They know. They know what they're getting into. They know the energy that's inside that room. You ever hear me when I was working?
Oh, I heard you.
Oh,
That's
boy.
all I heard is your cackle about
It's just a bunch of yapping and cackling. I'm telling you, we're besties for the resties, okay? Yeah. So I think a lot of it is personal brand. Again, early on too, I brought on a social media strategist just because I really wanted to hone in. Everyone was doing the same thing. And I'm like, how can I differentiate myself from everyone else in a way that felt authentic to me? So that's kind of what I did. Yeah. But I look back at old videos.
It's awful, right? Is
it cringe? Savage.
Oh my gosh.
Why did we do that?
I don't know. I did a videos where I was just pointing at things. I wasn't even talking. Yeah. I'm like, this is awful.
No.
Some people liked it. That was like the thing 5 years ago.
Right. No, but I mean, this is actually how you and I are in person.
Yeah.
So I think we just have strong personalities. So like it's easy for that to be, emulated online and people see it, and that's exactly what they're going to get in person.
Oh yeah, this is not inauthentic at all. This is actually who we are.
Yeah.
Do you think that your patients actually are just excited to see you as you are to see them? Because I tell you, like, I hear you guys screaming in there.
We're cackling.
Yeah, cackling.
Oh, they're bringing up like things that I've done to my house and renovated on 3 years ago.
Oh, they know you.
Oh, these girls know me.
That's crazy.
I
don't know another injector that has your sort of presence. Like
you know what? Thank you. But yeah, no, I'm so excited to meet them. I think also they've been waiting for their appointment for so long. Yeah. Like, thank you so much for seeing that value in me, for waiting that long. Like, I'm excited to meet you and vice versa. So yeah, it's all authentic. They love it. Cool. I love them.
The other thing is, which I see you do too, is like, it's very easy to show up when your content's doing well, like likes and follows, but that's never like a marker that I use, right? I want people to be excited to see me and to engage. But, it's harder to show up when your videos tank. Oh. And so many of my videos tank. And also, I just don't even use them as a metric anymore. If I do it. And,
good for you.
And I think to myself, like, how am I adding value to someone's life?
Yeah.
Because every video is not going to just be like, look how great. It's not a pissing contest, right? No. But like, I want to know about like these new trending things that are coming out. Like, is it good or is it not? So you're right. You got to speak to yourself, speak to your audience. But I think it's like that personal brand is super important.
Yeah. And also, things will ebb and flow online. And also, they don't see what happens behind closed doors and like what our life is actually like.
Yeah.
Social media is another job in itself. It is one of the hardest jobs that I have. And to be able to sustain that every week for years.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're really good at it. I don't know how you do it. I'm getting better at it, but it's still one of the hardest things that I do. So don't think that, yes, we make it look very easy, but it is hard.
It's a lot.
It is hard. It's a whole team.
Just coming up with the topics.
Just talking. Yeah. Just talking.
Yeah.
This is easier for me.
This is way easier.
But when you're like this, like, hi guys, welcome back. No.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
It's
so hard.
Well, thank you for discussing your rise to fame and mine.
Your rise to fame. Okay, next topic. What's your most expensive brand deal? Why?
Should we just... Okay, can we say it without saying what the brand is?
No, I'm kidding. We're not.
We should do that.
How funny is that?
We don't have to say the amount.
Oh, what? That's what the people want. Oh.
They do want to know that.
No, you can't tell them that.
I want you to do yours.
What do you mean?
What's your best brand deal? Price and...
Okay, it would be pennies for you.
No, it wouldn't. I mean, I'll work with a brand if I really like them.
Yeah.
And if the price doesn't fit, sometimes it just doesn't fit. That's fine.
Wait, you're asking me to answer that?
Answer the question.
Let's restate the question.
What's been your best... So you could say like overall money best or just like best experience because you went on a trip or something like that? But what was like the best brand deal or package that you got?
Ew. Okay, this was really exciting. This is probably one of the more pivotal ones because never did I really intend to have like brand deals. I think it just came with the personal brand yet again, right? But when I first saw a $30,000 brand deal come through, I said, mother,
there's a lot of money.
People.
Yep.
Call the people.
Post the content.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean,
it's huge.
That's huge. That's some people's like annual salary.
Yeah.
Like, let's be so for real. So, but they don't come a lot, but.
And they might, and it might just not be someone you want to work with either. Like, but people think, oh, $30,000, you did a video and you got paid.
Prem?
What?
How much was yours?
What's that?
How much was yours?
My biggest was, let's just say, 6 figures with an international trip. But it was a brand that I've used myself for probably 5 years, recommend every single day.
That's insane.
And has good, like, they're solid, right? And I worked so hard to post consistent content.
This is not easy. Yeah,
it's not easy, right? And I think like, at face value, look, it's easier than doing a surgery, right?
Yeah.
Of course, posting content.
Yeah.
But building a personal brand takes years.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to post every day since 2021, like 4.5 years.
That's insane.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Like there are times where I'm shooting like after I put my kids to bed, right?
Yeah.
It's work.
Period.
But those brand deals don't come every day.
No.
But a lot of junk ones come, I will say.
A lot of junk
I'm
ones.
like, look, I decline.
We're just not aligned.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I had one where they were going to pay me like 20, 30K and it broke me out.
Oh.
I was like, and I've seen so many influencers support that brand.
Stop.
So many. And it broke me out. I'm like, I can't. Maybe it worked for them.
Say it, but bleep it.
No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But I'm sure it's a good product. It's just not for me.
Yeah. Okay, good. So we can trust everything you say online then?
Yes. Absolutely.
Amazing.
Either I use it or I recommend it every day and use it.
Yeah.
Of course for you too. We don't just take all these brands.
My gosh. Yeah.
Okay, well, obviously, like we're talking about a lot of different topics here, but if you guys like different topics in aesthetics or content creation, let us know. Like, subscribe, follow for more. We'll see you next time.